Welcome to the Velosio Raving Fans Start From Within podcast. I'm Robbie Morrison, CEO of Velosio, and today I'm here with Eric Sims. Eric, can you tell us a little bit about yourself, maybe some of your passions or hobbies?
Yeah, so senior project manager here at Velosio. I have always been passionate about sports, athletics. It's something my dad shared with me, and I'm really looking forward to share it with my children when the time comes. And hobbies, I like to read, play video games, hang out with my friends. I'm really into fantasy books. So right now, I'm reading The Way of Kings by Brandon Sanderson. It just kind of helps my mind kind of expand, I feel like, and they take my mind off real life sometimes.
Oh, that's awesome. So what's your sports? What's the favorite sports?
Yeah, I'm a baseball guy. I've
Oh,
played baseball my whole life, high school, college. I play men's rec baseball now. It's
oh,
so much fun. It keeps me going. I like to. I'm a pitcher, so
oh.
yeah, I love being out there on the mound and competing with my buddies.
Oh, that sounds fun. A pitcher, so that's definitely not a skill set I have. I'll leave that one to you. So how long have you been with Velosio now, Eric?
Yeah, I started with Velosio in June this year, so
Nice.
relatively new. But I've really had a great support system. Rich, Rob, the entire PSO team, kind of helping me get up to speed. And I've been working on a project basically since week two. So it's been a really great ride, and I can't say enough about the help that it's been offered to me.
Oh, that's great. So, what were you doing before you came from to Velosio?
Yeah, so my entire career has revolved around implementations, automotive, healthcare. One of my favorites has been private aviation. That's a whole other realm, but a lot of fun and fun clientele. So yeah, I've just always been in implementation. And then a few years back, I was introduced to Logan, and she just, you know, name of the podcast, she was raving about Velosio.
Oh,
And every time I've seen her since then, it's always in work comes up. She always says how much she loves this company called Velosio.
uh,
And a while back earlier this year, I saw a project manager role come available, and I applied, and here I am. It's been a great ride.
well, I'm a raving fan of Logan. She's a wonderful person and a wonderful HR leader for Velosio. So it's awesome to also hear that she's a raving fan of Velosio. It's
Yeah.
awesome. So, how did that path twist and turn you to Velosio? I guess you knew Logan, and that just brought you to know about Velosio. Is that
Yeah,
it?
like I said, every time we hung out, she's always just talking about Velosio, how great the people were, the company, and how much she enjoyed her time there. And like I said, I kind of kept my eyes, followed on LinkedIn, kept up with what y'all were doing. And when that position opening I saw it came available, I applied, and
Oh,
just kind of worked out for the best.
well, that's awesome. So hopefully you were glad with that twist and turn, and I'm gonna have to tell Logan thank you again. I get to tell Logan thank you for a lot, so
I
it's
believe it.
it's good. Well, so maybe a little bit outside of that, what's thinking of of your personal work life and the interface with your technology. What's your favorite non-work app that you have on your phone?
Yeah, I think this answer is kind of lame, but I'm going to say LinkedIn.
LinkedIn.
The
Okay.
reason is for the puzzle game. So there's like
Oh,
5 or 6 puzzle games that get refreshed every day, and I just always love doing them. Just kind of there's like a maze one, a Sudoku themed one. So just something to kind of get me through a lull in the day. And a new feature they added was kind of like a leaderboard. So how
oh.
fast you did it, if you did it without any errors, like that's fun to kind of see how you stack up against your peers out there.
Oh, that's cool. I didn't even know that LinkedIn had a gaming section. I check that in. So, what do you think that says about you that you found games inside of your LinkedIn app?
Yeah, I just think it's the competitor. It's the
Yeah.
competitiveness in me. And it's not always that, oh, I got to go beat somebody. It's like I want to do better than I did yesterday. And I've always had that drive. I think that's helped me in athletics. That's certainly helped me in my career. And again, it's not always that you're beating somebody else, but it's like this process took me 30 minutes to do yesterday. How can I be more efficient and be a little bit quicker today?
Oh, that's cool. Well, I think most of us have a little bit of a competitive streak. It's nice when you can turn that competitive streak into just improving yourself. So that's awesome. Maybe again, keeping it on the light side, if Velocio were a TV show, what genre would it be, and what role would you play in that TV show?
Yeah. the show Ted Lasso comes to me. He kind of, he goes to a new place. He's kind of an outsider, but he kind of sticks his feet in the ground, and he starts leading that team. From kind of leads them onto a good season, good career there for the franchise. And what I love about the Ted Lasso, he's always there, kind of lighten the mood. Things get tough, he always throw in a dad joke and make it a little bit better. And I like to think of myself as a personable, genuine person that tries to keep humor at the front of the conversations, because at the end of the day, we're all people, and that's really how I find myself connecting.
Oh, that's cool. I don't get to watch a lot of TV. I have young kids, and they commandeer the TV, so not much for me. But yeah, I love that show. That show's something that it definitely lightens the mood. It's also got a great message, so it's awesome to hear. So you've been at Velosio a little over 6 months. What was the what was the time, or what happened that made you go, "Yep, this is the right place for me"?
Yeah, I think it's kind of comes in waves. So I started in June, and day one, week one, getting to meet with my boss, Rich Evans, and he's got this very thought out, well presented onboarding plan, and I loved the time that he was able to spend with me going through that, and here's all the resources that you might need, and it was all there for me to take at my own pace, which I loved. Unfortunately, he went out on some unexpected leave over the next couple months. And, understandably, I kind of felt, oh my gosh, where am I going to be here? But, without hesitation, without a thought, the entire PSO team stepped up and said, "Hey, Eric, we're here for, if you have any questions, comments, thoughts, whatever it may be, please reach out." And I really cannot be more grateful for the time and effort that those folks put into spending time with me, answering my questions, going through the resources, and even starting the current project that I'm on. A couple of those names: Sonoma Lilo, Don Murtaugh. I cannot be more grateful to the time that they've spent with me to help me get up to speed and off and running.
Well, that's great. We talk about that teamwork and succeeding together is the only way to to win and to build this company. So it's great to hear that your teammates are treating you the way that we definitely want our culture to be. And now that Rich is back from his time off, I'm sure you'll get to have many more great experiences. Rich is a great leader, so that'll be awesome.
Looking forward to it.
So what was the skill you picked up at Velosio in this 6 months that you maybe didn't expect to pick up?
Yeah, I'd say preparing for this podcast with you, Robbie. I did not expect to be on a podcast here. 6 months in, or really at any time. So that's definitely a skill.
Oh, so being on a podcast. Well, this is just the conversations, the way I like to think about them. But I do get to ask you some questions that are maybe a little off base, and maybe I'll do that again. You got if you were at a karaoke bar and it was your time to go up in front, what's your karaoke song, and maybe what does that say, and how did you come to that as being your song?
Yeah, we're gonna throw it back to the 90s here. Me and my buddies on the baseball team, we love Creed, and the song "Higher." I can't get that picture out of my head of the singer, flying over the Dallas Cowboys stadium, just belling it out from the bottom of his heart. And I really do. When that group of guys gets together, we have a good time, and that song, we kind of fight and pick over who gets to sing that one that night.
Oh, that's great. So you have a good group of friends you've been friends with for a while, huh? So that's awesome. That's a great thing about team sports. They do build some lasting, long-lasting relationships. So maybe as my last question, when you think about your work day and what you've got to get done in that work day, how do you kind of put a period at the end of the day? What's something that you don't consider your day done until you've accomplished?
Yeah, so I always like to check in with a couple of the project team members who I know have been really active that day or that week. And then, of course, project management, I am updating the project schedule. What did we accomplish? How much of a task did we accomplish? And what's on the books for the next day, next week. So that's something that I definitely don't log off without doing, is updating the project schedule.
Oh, well, that's awesome. Well, thank you for coming today and letting me talk to you about your time here at Velosio. And it's great to have new team members like you bringing fresh ideas and and fresh leadership to the team. So thank you for being part of Velosio.
Yeah, thanks for having me, Robbie. It's been great.
Thanks.